incredible future with those experiences, not only to consumers, but for the enterprises and much more. So I sat down with Satya Nadella from Microsoft, and we had that conversation, especially the role of AI in those devices, and I am very pleased to share that conversation with you. Satya, it's so great to have you involved with this year's Snapdragon Summit for Qualcomm. Look, Qualcomm and Microsoft have a very long story of partnerships, but our joint activity that I'm really excited about it is AI. So my question to you is, from your perspective, what do you think Gen AI is going to enable?
No, first of all, it's such a pleasure to be with you, Cristiano, at the Snapdragon Summit. I do feel that this generation of AI, Gen AI, has, I think, the potential to be, quite frankly, as big as, say, the mobile revolution that you were very much part of, or the cloud revolution, or the web and the PC. It's that class. And if I had to sort of say, why do I think so? I think fundamentally, if you think about the dream of computing always was, can you make interfaces much more human-friendly, much more natural? Can you augment human capability with computing? Starts obviously with language, but it's quickly going beyond that. That, I think, will fundamentally change what an operating system is, what a UI looks like, how application interaction goes. So UI changes always are big, and this is a big UI change. The other one is we now have a new reasoning engine. Anytime you use something like GitHub Copilot, it gives you, oh, wow, this is a completely new thing to have an assistant that can reason about and help you create. So with these two things, I feel a reasoning engine and a new natural interface, pretty much all software categories can be changed. And the exciting thing for me is the system architecture underneath, the innovation that you're doing underneath is also changing.
Now, you would expect a company like Qualcomm, we're laser focused on building the best possible platform to enable this technology on the devices at the edge.
Yeah.
So when you think about Gen AI experiences on the edge devices, working together with the cloud, how do you think this is going to evolve?
At the end of the day, we have these large foundational models that are showing unbelievable capability, emergent capability, scaling laws, and GPT-4, I mean, it was a real breakthrough. So the interesting thing now is, if I look at the innovation that's coming, is on device, when you have a very powerful NPUs like the ones you're building, how do you compose an application that's built using both local compute and the cloud sort of inferencing, if you will, together to power? And that's sort of what we are enabling with our Windows AI ecosystem in partnership with you. So I think that we are literally going to have lots and lots of applications which will have local models, we'll have hybrid models, and that, I think, is the future of AI going forward.
Can you share a little bit of your vision of when we have all of this capability running on the PC, what is going to be the new window experience and other devices touched by Microsoft?
No, absolutely. And so in some sense, there is a new generation of AI PCs that I think are getting created. So the work we're doing together, is sort of going to bring together these experiences that cannot be done without sort of a new system architecture. You talked about how we're going to bring together the CPU and the NPU together to support these new experiences. And the marquee experience for us is going to be Copilot. And so when I think about Copilot, perhaps the last time, when Windows first came, together, we had the start button. The Copilot is like the start button. It becomes the orchestrator of all your app experiences. So for example, I just go there and express my intent, and it either navigates me to an application or it brings the application to the Copilot. So it helps me learn, query, create, and completely changes, I think, the user habits.
Satya, thank you so much for the partnership. As I said, we're incredibly proud, and let's continue to innovate
Absolutely.
together.
Thank you so much, Cristiano. I'm really looking forward to the launch of some of this stuff and then seeing what application developers do with it, and also what ultimately users do with all of this innovation.